Hey my ducks, and welcome back to Sharpie's Koi, the first video under my new name. So if you don't already know, I'm sure you will by now. Let me go that way because of the light. I'm no longer Sharpie's Pond World, I'm now Sharpie's Koi. And the reason I changed my name, everyone was calling me Sharpie's Koi anyway, or Sharpie's Koi Pond. They were getting a bit muddled up with the name, so I thought, well, let's just call it Sharpie's Koi. So new logo, mugs are coming, don't worry, and I'm going to get some merch as well. Right, I'm sure you would have guessed by now, by the thumbnail and the title of the video, I've got some boxes. I have already opened the boxes, but I've not got them out. I've opened them because I needed to pull my address off the top. I didn't want to film my address on there. Don't want pikeys coming robbing it, do we? So, yes, we have got my bakkie. So I've done a deal with JS Koi, who provided this bakkie for me. Looks in good quality, but we'll get it out and have a look. They've also sent me some filter floss, and I've got my spray bar, and in here we've got the tray. This is the top half, because that's the holes for the spray bar. There's the tray. Gone for the one with the 60mm dip. And there's the lid, and then we've got a box of CSM as well, which again I have opened up. So there we go. I didn't need all that, but again did a deal with JS Koi and he's provided a full box for me. So we'll get this out, we'll have a look. It looks okay, doesn't look like any damages are in there, so it looks like it's survived the delivery. So basically I've gone for 2-tier. The reason I've gone for 2-tier, because it's going to go here, like was discussed in the comments with you guys. But I have gone for as wide as possibly I can. So it's going to fill basically where them two coping stones are. It won't look so high. And then the pipe work to feed it is going to be side fed on that side. So it's really going to be hidden. And once the mind your own business and stuff grows in there through the summer, it'll look alright that. So this box filter can finally go. So the reason I didn't really need all the CSM is because I'm only going to fill, although that probably will fill one top of it by the looks of it. It is quite big. But the Alpha Grog, which is in the box filter, which I've been keeping alive for all this time, is going to go in one of these chambers as well. And I know people are going to probably put in the comments that Alpha Grog isn't one of the best for bakkie showers, but at the end of the day I've got some top-notch media in one of them anyway. The Alpha Grog's going to go in one, maybe with some of that as well, so it'll work. And yes, it's probably more of a trickle tower than an actual proper bakkie shower. Obviously there's going to be no pre-filter. My Nexus is going to be run off a separate pump as normal, so I'm not going to use the same pump that ran that wasn't a vari pump, so we've got a vari pump on its way as well. The vari pump will feed it, and again I've been speaking to a few guys and been recommending them about the flow rate and stuff, so that's all sorted. And yes, so if the filter floss obviously does start clogging up, then obviously we can use some of the foams as well. But what I think it was Daz from Skegness Pond recommended, rather than have the pump this end where the Nexus one is have the pump there, so when the clean water comes from the Nexus return, you've then got cleaner water, which is then going to go into the pump to the bakkie, and obviously then all the crappy water runs back to the pump back into the Nexus again. But it's going to be trial and error, I think. Depends how much it clogs up. To be fair, this box filter I hardly have to clean it. Since I've had the Nexus, I hardly have to clean the box filter at all. It doesn't even clog up, the foams don't even clog up, so I think I will be alright. Obviously there's going to be more cleaning involved if I'm going to put filter floss and foams on the top, but it's all trial and error. We'll just see how we go. So I might try the pump this end first. If it looks like it's going to clog up quickly, once I start feeding again when the spring comes, we can always have it down that end. So I can't set it up today because I'm still waiting for the pump, and I've got to go and get some more pipe work as well. The rubber 90s I do have. I've already checked that. Screwed all my work stuff in here in the box. I do need some more flexi hose because I want it wider than the one around the box. Anyway, I'm waffling on. Have you come to be nosy, have you? Hey? Pudgster, you're going to jump in this box in a minute, aren't you, when I get this out? I know you are. Right, let's put you down, because I can't hold you and get that out at the same time. Let's go. So, filter floss, 12 to 15 mil, 2 meters long, 67 centimeters wide. That should do the job. So it's 800 mil wide basically. So here's the lid. So this is obviously the top one. So if I get my spray bar, let me sort that. Obviously feeds through the top. Hard to do this one-handed. The spray bar's in. Comes out the other end. And that's going to sit on that tray. So the lid, like I say, it's a quality build by the way, so absolute quality build. So I'm pretty chuffed. It's got a hose tip in there. Let's just shove them down. Just put the trays in. Does that not go on there? Obviously not. Trays are in. So that was the top. That's the bottom. So it's not going to look too ugly on there at all. And if you want to know why I've not gone down the homemade route, I could have done the homemade route and saved myself a bit of money, but because of where it's going to be, and it's going to be pretty much on show, to be honest, I wanted it to look nice. Steve at Pops' Koi, he did offer me some crates if I was going to go down the homemade route, but I just think if I had the homemade route on there, obviously I don't know how big these crates were that Steve offered me anyway, so they probably would have been too wide, but because of where it's going to be, I just wanted it to look nice, a bit more quality. I had the money anyway, so why not? And I'm pretty pleased that I'm not going down the homemade route, to be honest. I probably would have cocked it up anyway, knowing me. So we'll sit it on that tray. We'll probably get it all set up on there so we know what it's going to look like. But I'm going to have to put you guys again while I do it. So now you can see one of the reasons I've gone for 2 tier. If I got another tier on there, I think when we measured it, it was that line there. So it would have took up a lot of that space. And we'll just hold the camera back and sort of put my finger there to get it a bit of a perspective. There you go. So yeah, so that's one of the reasons I've gone for 2 tier, but like the advice I was given from you guys, go as wide as possibly can with a 2 tier. But I think that looks absolutely spot on there. Once that horrible thing's gone there, once you don't remember as well, mind your own business is going to grow across here. So just during the summer when that's all grown, that's going to look amazing. Plant pot either side, pipe where it's going to be hidden that side. Yeah, pretty chuffed. And I know I've said it before in this video, but this is one quality build, and again I'm glad I've gone through JS Koi and not gone and built my own. I just need to relocate all this stuff now, so to fair, my bonsai can sit on top. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Obviously once all the media's in there, which would be wet, which would be the heavy, that's going to hold. If I do get a bit unsure, I can always clip it somehow to the trellis to stop it, but I don't think it will. With being only 2 tier anyway, and with the weight, it's quite heavy even without weight, to be honest, so this shows you the quality. And like I say, with this bit I only got a 60mm one, because if a 90mm I would have been as close to the water level, so one of the reasons we just went for 60. So we'll get that waterfall effect. So yeah, my bonsai can sit on top, and then my little ornaments, can sit on top, or my Buddha. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What do you want to sit on top? Yeah, of course you do. We'll find places for these, because those two plants actually, these are only fake. They can come either side, and maybe some of my ornaments can go across the filter house. Quick look at the fish. Obviously the temperatures have dropped again, and next week apparently it's getting even colder, so these have not been fed for about a week. Moving around slowly. In the morning they're all congregated, sat at the bottom, bless them. I keep telling them spring's coming, and then it gets cold again, so a lot of orange in here, isn't it? Orange and red. I might need some more whitey fish. What do you think? I want a goshki. I know a lot of people move fish on, but I get a bit attached to mine. Some of them have got a bit of sentiment behind them, like Big Mama. It was the missus's granddad's fish. But if I was going to get rid of any, maybe me smaller ghost and my small mirror carp that normally gets covered in carp pox. Maybe the blue wharf, I don't know. But I love the tench, bit of sentiment behind them, especially one of them because of how old he is. I had him at my mum's house. Love my shag, love Shasui, love the Becco, love Big Mama obviously, love my big ghost, love Kiki, the Kiitsuri, love Benny Kikiguru, love my Kahaku. Yeah, I can't get rid of my fish. So, as you know, I've obviously got this unit from JS Koi, so while we're on the subject, JS Koi have very kindly done a bit of a deal where any subscriber to Sharpest Koi for the month of March, if you're interested in a BAKKI shower yourself, you can purchase one through JS Koi, and like I say, you've got to be a subscriber to Sharpest Koi, and any subscriber that does purchase a BAKKI through JS Koi for the month of March this year will get free delivery. So he's very kindly offered to do a deal for all you subscribers, but you've got to be subscribed to my channel. So if you're interested and you're not subscribed, subscribe and then get in touch. Okay, telling you spoke to Sharpest Koi, you're a subscriber, and then you'll get your free delivery, but it's only for the month of March 2023. And I'm putting that in because I know what some of you guys are like. 2 years time you'll say, well, you said for the month of March I get free delivery. So 2023, so subscribe if you're not subscribed already. So what I've done, if you can see, I've just done a bit of a mock of how the pipe's going to look. So it's going to be quite hidden, to be fair. Obviously the flexi hose is going to come from the pump, which you can just see, into the pressure pipe in. So you're not really going to see much of that at all. It's not going to be a bit of an eyesore. Not bad. If you're sat on the decking in the summer, yes. Tell you what. It's not going to look an eyesore at all, which is my biggest worry. So yeah, that flexi hose just straight in. Obviously the hose tail will be on there, and then into the shower. Right, what I haven't done yet, I've not showed you the media. Told you anyway. So in here, we've got this stuff, the ceramic stuff. CSM is it called? Obviously I've got to soak it all, wash all the dust off and that. And from watching you guys' videos, I obviously know that once this soaks up with water, how heavy that becomes. So yeah, we'll get all that washed up when we come ready to install it. Get all the dust off, get them in, break them up. So I'm thinking top tier. And from what I gather, you don't lie them all up in a straight line. You put them in randomly so the water crashes over it to act like a proper waterfall, which will then crash onto the next one, which will be mostly the alpha grog, and then any more I got of that, and then obviously out as the waterfall at the bottom. So yeah, like I say, GS Koi did me a bit of a deal with this, so I've got a full box. Pretty chuffed. And that'll work a treat. So one of the reasons why I've gone down the BAKKI route, because I know someone's going to ask me, so why have you picked a BAKKI? And one of the reasons is, so biologically my Nexus is doing fine, nothing to worry about, but I do suffer with high nitrates. And obviously what a shower is very good at is removing nitrates, so this is going to help a treat to reduce that. Plus they look good, and I don't want that thing, but I did want more water movement. With the shape of my pond, don't forget my Nexus returns right over there, so it flows the water this way. And I do have my water feature on in the height of summer when it's hot. More aeration. It is for water feature purposes and aeration, of course. But then with the help of the BAKKI as well, there's going to be some flow coming through there, so about 10,000 litres per hour I gather is going to come through this shower. So with the water from the Nexus return, the water from the BAKKI, it's all going to come around this way, has a nice flow back down to the pump, which will then feed the Nexus again. So yeah, that's going to look amazing. I can't wait till it's all up and running. But you have to wait till the next video. So that's it for this one, guys. It was just mainly the unboxing and just getting the BAKKI sort of not properly set up. So the next one will be installing it once I've got the pump sorted. Hopefully do that tomorrow, but the video will probably go out the week after. And yeah, it's going to look amazing, so stay tuned. So give it a thumbs up, guy, help us out, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already, especially if you're interested in a BAKKI deal from JS Koi. And we'll see you next time for another video of Sharpies Koi for the full installation. Cheers, my ducks. Bye.